Hello everyone and welcome to part 8 of the Donkey Kong Country 3 playthrough. Now off screen, after beating the first K-Roll battle, I entered a cheat code, and I decided to go ahead and go to the Banana Bird Cave and test that code out. And that's what you're currently seeing. I think the code was water. You just enter it in the name select screen of the file select, and you get 85 bonus coins. Now, unfortunately, there's no code for the DK coins as far as I know, but this will do just fine, as this will be enough for me to get to the Lost World. It takes a little while to swim back over to Funky's Rental. Yeah. But yeah, get that taken care of, go back to the Turbo Ski. And now from there, to make the Lost World appear, you go back up here to where this formation of rocks are and just do a lap or two around it. It's a little bit clunky to maneuver, but there we go, that's the stuff. Excellent. Excellence in broadcasting. If I can get in there, that'd be cool. Krematoa, which I assume is a pun of Krakatoa, that famous volcano. And I gotta deal with the Brothers Bear once again. Now this is... his name's Boomer. Okay, Boomer. But all you gotta do is give him all the coins, and he turns those coins into gears, which then allows him to set off some TNT charges. Now it's like 15 coins per stage. But yeah, it might not be the most legitimate way to beat the game, but I'm not too concerned about it. It seemed like it would be a bigger hassle to go back through and get all the coins, because I don't know where all the bonus barrels are. Alright. So yeah, kaboom. Kaboom. Wait, there's the kaboom. Kaboom. And kaboom. And you get this sinister music playing, which is just a remix of the overworld theme. And now I'm flying high. I'm gonna deal with this goofy elephant again. Oh boy, my favorite. You wuss. But apparently it's enough to send him running through the stage, and now it's an auto-scroller, and you just gotta keep up and be careful. You don't want to do what I just did and get bonked. But these are the final levels in the game. It's a shame I don't feel like going through and getting all the DK coins, and that there's no cheat code to do it. I mean, I even looked, unless I looked in the wrong place. Oof. Good thing there was a DK barrel there. Oh man, that was a close jump. You got those goofy enemies that charge at you. I do not like them. You can't hit them. Alright, cool. That's gonna take care of the first one. Alright, there's a gear. Now it's off to Crisscross Cliffs. Crisscross! Okay, cool. Gotta bounce on the barrels as they send you upwards. I kinda like this concept. I wish that there were a couple more levels like it. Now sometimes you have to switch the barrels to dynamite barrels in order to get rid of those red zingers. I'll do that once again. Excellent, excellent. Now, unfortunately, dynamite barrels are still dangerous, but the silver metal barrels are no concern. I'll just make my way over here, over yonder. Alright, so far so good. Another stage where I don't get the letters. Now, as far as I know, getting all the Kong letters in each stage doesn't really do anything more than extra lives. which I gotta double check again. I think I lost all my lives whenever I reset the game. But it'd be like that. It's like in Super Mario World. Just because you save the game doesn't mean your lives are saved with it too. Unless you're playing the Game Boy Advance version. But I guess that takes a little bit of the challenge out of it. Now each one of these levels I had to record one at a time just because they are so difficult. So difficult. But no worries. Yes, I'm down to 6 lives. Oh well. Not quite at the end yet. Just keep bouncing and bouncing on the barrels. Hey, it's that thing again. I'll never get over that silly face that they have. You just gotta wait for them to get out of the way, and it's those things again. I do not like these enemies. They become a bit of an issue in one of the next levels, unfortunately. I'll just keep making my way uptown. Walking past faces past. Okay. Switch it back to the silver S barrels. I'm not really sure what the S stands for. Oh well, that's another level down. Alright, next one please. Tyrant Twin Tussle. Ah, it's this one. This is the one where those things show back up. Ugh. I don't even think you can jump on them. Just gotta wait for them to jump out of the way. Doop 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 doop. Alright. Nah, not going out of my way to get those letters. Okay. This level's a bit of a drag because, you just gotta wait for them to jump out of the way. And then sometimes they just charge at you. Jump. And yeah. It'll be nice to go to bed though after I record this. It's another late night recording session. And with still being a little bit under the weather, I'll take all the rest I can get. Alright. Man, those guys are buff. Well, their arms are buff, but it looks like they have guts. How inconsistent. But then again, well, I don't have buff arms. But I do have a gut. I guess it's not too bad, but a gut is still a gut. Maybe one of these days I can burn that off. I've been trying. Alright. Hup, hup, hup. Just gotta wait for them to jump out of the way. I've seen that G letter, so that means we're getting pretty close to the end of the stage. Ooh, that's not good. That's no good. Alright, cool. That's gear 3. Still got 2 more to grab. And then once I grab the last 2 gears, I can go to the final K. Rool battle. I like how this game does do a Lost World thing similar to what DKC2 does. I kinda wish the first game did. But it would probably just be more gray and brown and I like the first game, it's not colorful enough. Sometimes this game gets a little bit too colorful. But, I mean, I guess I gotta remember, it's the first game in the series. And it's usually the case that the sequels tend to outdo the first game. At least in my opinion, seems like that's always been the case. Like Sonic 2 or Crash 2. I guess depending on who you ask, maybe Yoshi's Island, since it's technically Super Mario World 2. I like Yoshi's Island, but there's just too much to do in that game. The game's kind of a slog sometimes. It's not as straightforward as Mario World. Plus, Baby Mario is really annoying. Gotta look out for these Boids. Oh yeah, you can roll into the not Sonics. I tend to forget that. And just like with all the other tree levels, you just gotta make your way to the top of the tree. Okay, I just wanna make sure I can get in between these birds. Oh, that was close. Ah, man, still got gotted. I do hear a barrel, though. There must be one nearby. There has to be one nearby. Well, I don't hear it anymore, so maybe not. There's one. Cool. Cool beans. I guess this is probably one of the easier levels out of the 5. The next one's probably the hardest in the entire game. Not a fan of that one. That one made me want to throw my controller on several occasions, but I grew out of doing stuff like that. I used to be a bit destructive as a child. I've broken controllers, I've broken consoles, I've broken games. But eventually I just got to a point where it's like, it's not the game's fault. It's my fault because I suck at it. That and there's healthier ways to take my anger out than ruining my things. Ooh. This is a tricky jump. Dang. If I can just make it, that would be great. That would be great? That would be great. Cog. K-O-G. Alright, there's the end of the stage. Sweet. So that's gear number 4. It looks like I will take care of the next game, or next level, Rocket Rush. And this is a really hard level because the barrel has a fuel system, and it's really easy to run out of fuel, and sometimes you get stuck on a floor and the barrel will just explode, which is really lame. But much trial and error. It took me several days to successfully record this one. I don't know how the barrel didn't explode sliding down that floor there, but I won't question it. I'll just try to get the fuel. The fuel! Ooh. One of the few times that you can actually do something about the red zingers. Oh. I don't like how sometimes the barrel will just kind of go against what you're wanting to do. And also the controls are reversed, so that makes it a little difficult as well. It's another one of those kind of levels. Which can easily throw people off when they're used to just pushing the right button to go forward. But yeah, this is a very tricky section because you gotta get to the top of the stage before you run out of gas. Don't run out of gas! I worked for the guy one time, he was on the phone, and out of nowhere he's just like, "They turned off my gas!" But that's Gear 5. And that's the end of this part.